Now then, here's my England squad for the next tournament. Let's cut the bull and get on with the video. In my opinion, Delap has no chance in this squad. I think there's so many great options up front, and unfortunately, he's not even first choice for his club, right? Callum Wilson the same, Dominic Solanke. Dominic Solanke needs to do more. I do think there's a chance he can get in this thing. I don't think Watkins has been absolutely firing. I know he scored recently, but the first little bit of the season, what I'm seeing, him and Aston Villa, to be fair, like none of them were playing particularly well. So I think Ollie Watkins is one of them where it's like, he probably should go, but should I put that as like will go? I'll put it as I'm predicting, aren't I? Ollie Watkins probably will go, but he won't play. He won't come off the bench. He might come off the bench because he did it in the previous one, didn't he, against Holland in that great game. We'll put him off the bench for now, but I do think that's a bit of a sad indictment. No offence of where we are right now with English strikers. Ivan Toney, I've no idea. I've not seen him play in ages. And then Kane is obviously a key player, and he's going to start every game. I'm going to put let's go key player, that's fine. But I just think, like, they're the striking options, really. We need to bring three. I think Solanke has to fucking get fit first. But I think he is the best option of these four, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing now. I think it might be a case of you take a winger who can also play up front, like a Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen probably needs to do more, unfortunately, but he should go, in my opinion. I'm predicting the team, right? I'm predicting what I think it'll be. He should be on the plane. He's been fantastic for so many years now at West Ham. But the team he's playing in doesn't really help right now. They're one of the for me, weakest teams in the league. I do think they'll bounce back under Nuno, but he should go. But he's probably got to do more, given the squad right now. Look at the attacking talent we've got in here. Let's just cut the bull. No chance. Any of these have no chance. Elliott's got no chance. Jones probably has no chance. No chance. Jacob Murphy's got no chance. Waneri's not his time yet. Saka, I think. Let's just pick these out and like pop them in. Saka's a key player. He's been our best player for me in the last like 2 or 3 tournaments, or if not the best, top 3 in like. I think surely since Saka's come in, he's second behind Kane for goals and assists. He must be. I don't know the stat, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. Like, he's been fantastic. Saka's been unreal, and he should not be replaced by the likes of a Madueke, who has been fantastic under Tuchel. He's absolutely gonna go. My word, he's been probably Tuchel's best player since he's come in. But it's unfortunate for him. The best player in the team, arguably behind maybe Kane, is the guy in his position. Also for his club as well. It's like, my God, Madueke must be sick of the sight of Saka. No, he won't, but he will go. He'll probably come off the bench. I think Madueke right now. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll sort these 2 categories. We can blend into one. We'll sort them 2 at the end, and who's going to actually change the game. Palmer is a key player. The problem is with Palmer, right? Because how good the players are around him, he's probably not a key player. He's probably should start, but it's like when you look at Bellingham, where's Jude? Let me find him here. Jude Bellingham, they're playing the same position. It's like, do you put Palmer to the left? Do you put Bellingham into the 8? I'd do neither. We've seen previously, time upon time, you can't play players in their out of their correct positions at England. It doesn't work. You can't force all these players into the same team. For me, Bellingham's a key player. For me, I know he's not played too much recently, injuries, etc., and I don't see a world in which he doesn't start the first game. And the final, if we make it. When we make it, guys, I just believe he adds too much to the team. Palmer was amazing off the bench in the last tournament. I think there's an argument to say he could probably do it again, which is so. It's so unfortunate, but it's a good thing. It's a great headache to have, having these 2 number 10s fighting it out. I don't fit him in. Where have you got him in the team? If you've got Palmer in the 10 and Bellingham in the 8 next to Rice, we're going to lose. You can't play Bellingham in the 8. He's not an 8. We've been there before. We've also got a fucking good 8 in Wharton, which we'll come on to in a minute. So, for me, Bellingham plays in the 10, and Palmer for me is off the bench at the moment. But I'm willing to change, of course. Anthony Gordon, I think, actually needs to do more, I've got to say. I will say that. Rashford, I think Rashford will go. I'm predicting what's going to happen here. I think he's at the right team, in the right system to excel. We've already seen glimpses in the Champions League. I think it was fantastic in that game, that worldy goal he scored. But is there a but here in that I also think he's the right profile for England? I think we need some pace around Harry Kane and some legs. Is there an argument for there's just better players in the position? Is a Palmer off the left better than a Rashford off the left? I don't know. Is a Madueke on the other side better than a Rashford? That's probably the only thing negatively impacting him right now, but I think he will go. I think he will have a good season, and I'm predicting him to go. Foden's a tough one to predict, isn't it? I mean, I think he'll have a good season. He's already showing this season he's ramped it up by miles from last season, but then again, that's not hard. He was so poor last year. I think Foden will go. I do think that. I find it hard to put Foden in. Needs to do more. He needs to certainly do more for England. He's been really, I've got to say, he's been poor for England on the whole compared to the people around him, Palmer and Bellingham and Saka. And he's been probably easily the worst of the lot. So in that regard, he needs to do more. But I think he'll have a fantastic season. I think Man City will be there or thereabouts in the Premier League and the Champions League. I think he'll have a big impact. I think Haaland will have his best season ever, or one of them, and he'll have a massive impact on that. I just believe he's going to have a good season. I'm predicting him to be on the plane. Do you get my point there? So I think he will go. We'll come on to a bit more of the nuts and bolts in a minute. Grealish, I think, will come off the bench. I think he'll have a fantastic season. He's showing glimpses already. I say glimpses. He's been one of the best players in the league this year. I think he'll keep it up. Again, he's in the right environment to do that, in my opinion. The fans are clearly buying into him. I think it's so easy and effortless to buy into Grealish right now. I think he'll come off the bench and impact the game. I immediately recognise we've got 3 players here coming off the bench. We can only bring 5 on, but let's take Madueke down just for now. He will still go. Of course, he'll still go. Next is Morgan Gibbs-White, who's been fantastic. I do think there's another player at Forest who gets in over him, and I think in this position here, the likes of where's Eze? I can't see Eze on here. Have they left him out? Have they left Eze out? They've put 2 Mark Gays in. What is this shambles of a list? I don't know where Eze is, but it must not be on here. Listen, Eze, that's annoying. One of them, I don't know. Listen, Eze is absolutely going. Of course he's going, and he just unfortunately plays in a similar kind of role to Morgan Gibbs-White. So Gibbs-White probably has to do more in that regard, just to shake, because of the big 6 buys, etc., just to shake up the players in that position. Bellingham, Palmer, Eze. I think he'll struggle to get in Gibbs-White. I do love him though, he's a great football player. I want to talk on Henderson at the end. Stick with me, but look at the category I've put him in. Gallagher, no chance probably. Mainu needs to do more. He needs to play for his team. It's not his fault. He's more than good enough to play for England. We saw at the last tournament how good he was, how much of an impact he was in those games. Arguably our best player in that Holland game. But he's not playing for his club, and that's the fundamental. You need to do that to get into national side. Maddison, I assume, will be injured, and obviously won't have done enough over the season. Wharton is going to be a key player. I do believe this. I believe he's one of the best midfield players in the league. We need to use him. He's one of the best 8s in the world right now, in my opinion. So, key player. Absolutely key player. I think Declan Rice is also a key player. I believe they are your 2. I think Bellingham you could move down slightly. I think them 4 start every game, in my eyes. You could argue Bellingham and Palmer. That's why I'm moving Bellingham down. I would start him, but you could definitely make the argument there. I don't think anyone's arguing for these 4. I really don't right now. Is that Max Kilman? They've left Eze out. Who've they left out as well? They must have left out some midfield players here. I feel like we've hardly spoken. They've left out Elliot Anderson as well. This is a terrible list. This is absolutely shoddy. Listen, Elliot Anderson, for me, for God's sake, Elliot Anderson's on the bench, or going, for me. He's my 4th choice midfield player. This is a shoddy list. Kilman, no chance. Gomez, no chance. No chance. I was looking to see which Chelsea centre-backs they've even put in here. Colwell's got no chance. I don't think he's fit. Konza will go. I do think our centre-back depth is pretty terrible. Tomorrow's an interesting one. He plays for AC Milan, doesn't he? Like a lot. Loftus-Cheek as well. They've missed out on here, who I wouldn't take anyway. I think Tomori's an interesting one. We'll talk about Tomori in a second. I want to count up the 26 men. So I might have an overspill here, but we'll count them up. Stones probably starts. Maguire probably goes. Branthwaite, if he can stay fit, he should go. He's in there. I mean, he's arguably our centre-back proof. He's our future-proofing in the Branthwaite. He's going to be fantastic for us. But right now, I don't know where he stands in terms of fitness. I feel like whenever I watch Everton, he's never playing. So I find that tough. Guéhi is on here twice. I think Guéhi will be a key player. I don't see a world in which he don't start, personally. Nico O'Reilly, I'd probably say needs to do more. I know he's just been included now, but that was because someone, I think Reece James, pulled out injured. Needs to do more, but he's a good player. No chance. Any more no chance? I don't think Kyle Walker-Peters has a chance. I don't think Gomez... I've just done Gomez. I swear I've just done Gomez. Am I going mental? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Right, anyway. Any more no chances? Goalkeepers I'm not bothered about. Hold on. No chance. No. Let's just say Pickford's going to be a key player. He's going to play. Henderson's probably going to go. Pope maybe will go. I don't know. Trafford ain't even first choice, is he now? It's like, what a weird move that was at the time. Maybe he couldn't have foreseen, I guess. Lewis Hall. Now, it gets interesting when you talk about fullbacks here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, I'm just checking my screen recordings on. Yeah, I'm all on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we've got 6 more players here. Reece James is going to be probably starting. I think he could be a key player, but he should start. We need 5 more players. Trent, I think, will go. He's obviously a good enough footballer to go. I don't know where he stands at Real Madrid now. He's not even first choice, is he? But he's good enough to go. Of course he is. That's we need 4 more players. I think Trippier's going down the pecking order, to be honest with you. I think he probably needs to do more. He offers a lot. Seniority, experience, dead ball, delivery, crossing, but I just think there's better options here. Look at Livramento at the same team. Livramento can play both sides. He's versatile. He's also young, so you're future-proofing, I guess. I'd take Livramento every day over Trippier to play left or right back. I think he's a fantastic option to have to go in this squad, in my opinion. I will come on to Henderson, just bear with me. Rico Lewis is fantastic. I probably need to do more. Mitchell, this is where we need to talk, right? I think Mitchell needs to do more, unfortunately. I just think that's the way it is around the left-back slot. Luke Shaw will go. And I hate to say it, if Luke Shaw goes, he will be the worst player in the squad. Or one of them, in my opinion. But I see why you'd bring him. I do unfortunately get it. So Luke Shaw probably will go. He shouldn't start, in my opinion, though. Lewis Hall probably will go. And Gahey we've already done. So 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let me just chuck one more name up here. We need a midfield player. Oh, Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson I've got in there as well. So that's my squad. And I don't know if I've overshot that. So that's 26 players. The reason for Jordan Henderson is, for me, you've got no Kyle Walker now. Probably the one thing you could look at in terms of a negative, this team is there's not many senior caps for the national team compared to other nations. They're quite a young bunch on the whole. Tournament experience is maybe less than other big nations, I'd guess, if I had to put a number on it. So Henderson's going to offer that. He's clearly liked. Tuchel clearly picking him for a reason. Also, I get the argument for not playing him when he was in Ajax and in Saudi, because he's not playing in Premier League. He's not playing top-end football, but now he is. And now he's having a good impact on the league. Playing for Brentford, player of the month he was last month. That pass he made against Chelsea is just a glimpse of what he can offer as well. If he comes on, it'll be for 20 minutes to see out a game. He will not be coming on to change a game. That'll be an Elliot Anderson for me, who is off the bench. Do I think Mainu... I mean, Mainu should be in here. It just depends on the manager, in my opinion. If he's played, he'll go for England as well. It's so unfortunate that he's not been played, mate. There's my squad. So you've got 2 strikers. You've got... Who can play off the right? Saka can play off the right. Madueke can play off the right, so there's 2. Off the left, we've got... I guess... I'm not going to include Palmer. We've got Grealish, we've got Rashford, we've got Foden, so there's 2 or 3. Through the middle, you can play Foden, Palmer, Bellingham, Eze. Oh, Eze as well. Shit, I've got to cut someone out here. I think we've got too many centre-halves, haven't we? Because our centre-backs are Gahey, Stones, Tomori, Konza, Maguire. So we need to drop a centre-back. And it's probably Tomori. I don't watch Tomori, so I assume you don't either. So I know what Maguire's about. National team, he rarely disappoints. And I know he's not playing for Man United consistently. But I think this might be one where you're picking him as a 4th choice centre-back. Again, the leadership. Again, he's well liked. He's been to so many tournaments now. And he's arguably been our best defender in a lot of these tournaments, right? I know he's not playing regular football, but I think it's one of them where your 4th choice centre-back rarely plays anyway. Look at Conor Cody when he came, and the kind of regard that people, I think it was Steve Holland put him in at the time. Like, he was such an important player in our squad. Didn't even play. Just around the dressing room, and I do think Maguire's going to go. So there's 4 centre-backs. Right back, we've got James and Trent. I missed anyone out here. Right back, James and Trent. Left back, Lewis Hall, Luke Shaw, and Livramento can cover both. I think that's great. Having someone like that who can do both sides. So that's 2-2 and a both, if you like. Lewis Hall can do both, by the way. You've got a midfield of Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton, Rice... I hate to say Bellingham. Henderson, I guess, as well there. So there you 4. And then Bellingham, Eze, Foden, Palmer in your 10. I think that's enough. If I had to predict it, that's where I'd be right now. I do predict, however, a big season from Tyrick Mitchell. I do think injuries play a big part in terms of Livramento and Hall, because they've had a few recently. Livramento's got one right now, I believe, so hopefully it ain't too bad. I do believe Mitchell's had a great year. I think it clearly means a lot that he's playing every week for AC Milan, I do believe, so that's saying something, right? Rico Lewis, I think needs to play more for his club. Trippier, I think again is just these two other Newcastle lads are going to be picked over him, to be honest with you. Branthwaite, injuries. If he's fit, he goes over Maguire, probably, in my opinion. O'Reilly's been fantastic. I think we've got too many fullbacks, to be honest with you. Gold, I think actually, of all these, right? Of all these, it's Bowen, who I'm thinking, how are you not in there? But at the same time, who are you picking Bowen over right now? Who are you picking? Like, are you going to drop... You can't drop Watkins for the sole reason he's a backup striker. And if Kane goes down, we need to play someone there. You can't drop one of the centre-halves because we need them. You can't drop a midfield player because we've only got 4. Do you drop Rashford? Do you drop Madueke? If I'm picking it now, I don't think I pick Rashford. I think I pick Bowen now. But in terms of predicting, I think West Ham will have a poor season. And that unfortunately plays a big factor in this. And I think Rashford will have a good one. And Madueke is clearly liked by the manager. And he's clearly been playing well. Grealish as well. Clearly playing well. Off the bench, let's pick another bench option here. Foden off the bench. Probably starting. So, who am I on here? There. I want Grealish off to the left. 6. That's only one more. What do I need here? I need a left wing. I've got one. I need a left back. Who's going to start left back? Where's Lewis Skelly? This is terrible. Oh my god. What an absolute shambles of a vid this has been. Where's Lewis Skelly now? Oh, for God's sake. Right, well, I don't know. You decide. Right, Henderson comes out probably then. And probably Foden. Oh, make of it what you will. I've made some points anyway there. I'm not posting that after 25 minutes of my life. Get involved in the comments. Who do you think goes? Which points do you disagree with in this? Because I wanted a better frigging filter or tier list thing than this. Lewis Skelly goes. Elliot Anderson goes. Eze goes. Who else have I missed? I probably missed someone else that was really obvious. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Leave a like if you enjoyed. That was a car crash, mate, towards the end there. Jesus.